All right, with Russ.
Yeah.
He just got cut. Or he's going to be cut.
Mm-hmm.
I've been saying all weekend, I'm good with Pickett and Rudolph. I've been saying that basically since the season ended. Good with Pickett and Rudolph. The one guy, obviously I've talked about not really wanting to trade for Fields. Now, I would maybe understand it a little bit more if we don't re-sign Mason. You want a more legit competition for Pickett. You trade for Fields. Like that's a more high-end competition than you bringing in like a Sam Darnold or a Tannehill, any one of those guys, or trading for a Zach Wilson. The one move I would understand though, outside of having Pickett and Mason, would be Russell Wilson.
Russ is the outlier. Russ is the candidate that
you're telling me you're getting Russell Wilson for a vet minimum contract. Like it's just tough to argue. Yeah. I'm not saying I'm pushing forward. I'd be like so gun ho about it because I'm gonna stick with Pickett and Mason. I'm gonna stick with them, but I would completely understand it. Completely understand Russell Wilson. I'm not even gonna argue it at all. Like I would get it completely.
Russ is more proven than
absolutely
the other dudes. Like we've already seen him do it. Yeah, we've seen him win it. We've seen him lead. We've seen him, go from being the young rookie that wasn't expected to get a start to beating out two veterans, a free agent acquisition as well. And then we've seen him win a Super Bowl, take a team back to a Super Bowl. We've seen Russ have crazy heights, even on his bad times in Denver. It still has been more productive than what we've currently experienced. The big knock or the big issue is always going to be what the price tag was, very similar to the Justin Fields convo. If either one of these dudes are free range to negotiate, it's a different perspective how we view them. The big issues are always just the number. We bring up the minimum, or I say, man, like I said, 20 is the number. I ain't want to go over for Russ, man.
Well, no, did you hear about this thing?
Talk to me. Oh, if he takes more, then it's going to offset or what?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So if it's going to offset, then shoot.
Yeah, I feel like there would be no logical reason for him to take anything more
take
than
the minimum. Yeah.
Like, why would you hurt your new team and help the Broncos?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's basically saying like
whatever you take over here, they don't have to be on the hook for over there.
Your contract's already guaranteed. Yeah. Like you're gonna get that money no matter what.
It's like the Derek Carr situation when he went to New Orleans. They said that he could have, I forgot what it was with his deal, but he turned off somewhere. He basically like declined it, and that made it where Vegas was going to be way more on the hook for stuff, and now New Orleans could potentially have added some more people. So that's a good problem then, man. So now if it's definitely the minimum, now it's all about how you sell it to him.
Unless
is this
I'm
appealing?
Getting told faulty information on that potential contract for Russ.
Look, bro, if that's how his contract
that's how I'm
is, bro.
it.
If that's what the understanding of that contract is,
him, it's going to be on the vet minimum. Now, I don't know how much they're going to have to deal with Russ's second year on this deal.
I have to see
what
the
that
deal
is. But I think the first one would be vet min.
First year vet mid, and everything else after that comes on you.
Maybe. I don't know.
Pause. That sounds
no. It might still be vet min type of stuff too. I'm not sure.
Yeah, we'll have to look into the details.
Would be insane.
Yeah, because like I said, if it's like that, then for Russ, it's literally just which opportunity do you view the best? Which team do you like the best?
Bro. Yeah. It's gonna be intriguing. I think the Russ potential signing stands alone. It has nothing to do with Mason coming back here or not.
Russ is Russ, and if you're getting Russ on a men, it's very different. That's
Mason's definitely not coming back if that happens.
It's a 90-day conversation.
If the Russ signing happens before Mason, no. Now I do think if we sign Mason, I think Russ is going to be off the table. I think we're just going to rule Mason Pickett and just stick with that.
We sign Russ. How you think Kenny reacts?
Not happy.
Because I think he ain't tripping if it's Mason.
No.
Because he knows he's going to be a starter.
He knows.
Everybody knows, bro.
He knows.
Everybody knows, bro. Everybody knows.
I don't like
Everybody knows, bro.
I should have to compete.
I don't want to say it like that. And this is nothing coming from the organization. I promise. This is just how I'm perceiving it, bro. I'm like, yeah, bro. Mason, if you come back, bro. If Mason is Kenny's competition.
It shouldn't feel that way. From my standpoint. It shouldn't be that way, nor should he feel that way.
Deke, if Mason is Kenny's competition, Kenny is starting week 1, bro. Barring injury. That's just what it is, man. I would love to be surprised. I just don't see it happening, bro.
Well, if he earns it, he earns it.
Yeah, I just don't see it happening, bro.
If he earns it, he earns it. But if
I
Mason
don't see it happening, bro.
beats him out, by all accounts, anyone that's at the practices and stuff in training camp, we get to see the preseason game. Mason beats him out. All accounts. He should be the starter. That's how I view it. Maybe it's my naive view on the meritocracy that should exist in the NFL. But
yeah, you've had the Holy Trinity say who they want as QB1, bro. Coach Tomlin, Mr. Rooney, and now Omar Khan, bro.
There have been some caveats to it.
No.
There have been some.
A caveat and them saying who they want are two different things, bro. That's, like you said, maybe it's just my perspective. Maybe that's what it is.
So you don't believe in their understanding, or let's just say their definition of what competition is?
Yeah, I don't agree with it. No. Mm-mm. If it's Mason, no. I think if it's Fields, yes. I think if it's Russ, it's no competition again. I think Tannehill would be a competition. I think they would legitimately let him compete.
Not Mason. That's interesting because
I know
Mason has won over the fans. You got to see him win over a lot of the players.
I'm just saying from
I think he opened up Tomlin's eyes. I think he opened up a lot of the people in the organization's eyes with his play.
Opened up their eyes, yes. Trust them enough to give them the keys to the car. That's a different conversation, bro. You don't even trust Justin Fields enough to give him the keys to the car. And technically, Justin Fields has done more.
Well, we're not just signing Fields for like $4 million. It's like the whole trade and everything.
But regardless of that, you would still feel that Kenny is a better player.
I go Kenny and Mason over Fields. Yes.
You see what I'm saying? And it's like Justin has done a lot more league wide than both of those guys. But you even got more confidence that Mason could give you more than Fields.
I do.
Yeah. So I don't know, bro. I don't know. I just think it's gonna be weird, man. I hope it's different. I hope it's legitimate if it is him. I just don't think that's gonna be the case, bro.
Well,
yeah.
That's not a terrible thing for me to hear.
Yeah. It ain't the worst. No,
from my standpoint, because I still believe in Pickett too, but I just don't think that's how he should be getting the job. End result is the end result. Like, I'm fine with Pickett being QB1, but how we get there, I think it should be just a straight-up fair competition. If Kenny earns it, so be it.
I'm with you, bro.
I'm all for it.
You know I'm with you, man. But that was definitely the vibes. I was like,
hell, I might even be better with them just saying, screw signing Mason, screw trading for Fields, none of that. Like, going into camp, or going into the OTA, going into this offseason, just saying, like, Kenny's the guy.
Yeah,
as
we believe in
bringing
Kenny.
In someone and doing a fake competition.
Honestly,
I'd rather be that way.
I promise I got the same energy.
People would be pissed.
I got the same
Steeler
energy,
fans
bro.
would be going crazy right now. But
yeah,
I'd be more good with that as, like, okay, Kenny's the guy. This feels more right.
So this is the thing, man. It's like, in a perfect world for all of us, that makes great sense, and we would love that. I just think from player management and a business side, they can't come out and say that type of stuff.
That's true too.
So that's why we get to just react to it, and we hear them talk, and we're like, well, why do you say it like that? And like we said, man, Omar, you killed it because he did kill it. But why did he kill it? Because he confirmed certain, but then didn't deny enough of certain things. So it's like just enough in here. Now you got to read these tea leaves. But when I just think of just the overall how they've handled Kenny from start to where we are right now, I'm just like, oh, I don't see them doing. You know, if it's strictly just him versus him, I don't see that 4 games being the thing that's going to make them change their perspective on him to that extent. Because I think if they did, we're going to find out. We got a little bit over a week. We'll find out. Because I'm like, yo, if they love him like we think they do, right? And if they were so impressed by what we think they should be impressed by, and if they saw them 4 games like how we saw them 4 games, I think we should know something very definitive by next week, by March 13th, man. We should know it beforehand, because anything after that means he's hitting the market.
Oh, that's up to Mason, though, too.
It takes 2 to tango.
It does. Because the Steelers could legitimately want him back, offer him a fair deal and everything, but maybe he just doesn't trust us.
Or they could legitimately lowball him and put it on Mason, because part of when they negotiate, that's how you could play the game of, I'm gonna lowball you and I'm gonna make you complain publicly about the number to the fans that are not gonna care that you complain about that number, because they're gonna say, bro, you rich, take it. I go to Walmart, I don't make that much. And Mason's like, bro, but the market compared to, but that's the game that the team can play with him. and it'll make it look like, yo, you ain't signing back, bro. What's up with that? It's gonna be interesting though, bro. It is going to be interesting.
I got to respond to this comment. Money Maverick 84 says, Deke, you were just saying Kenny should have real competition. Now you saying this, I don't get it. No, I am saying he should have real competition.
Yeah.
I'm just saying I would respect it more if they just flat out said,
Just
Kenny's
said,
QB1, no competition. We don't got to sign anyone else. Let's roll with him. As opposed to bringing in someone and having like a fake competition and Kenny not really earning it.
It'd be like,
I would respect it more if the Steelers just went
Sam
went
Darnold,
through
come
with it
on
that way.
down, Sam Darnold. Yeah, we got a competition this week, bro. I'd be like, all right, bro. All right, we're going to find out, man.